Welcome to day 1098 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here at your service, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar world of what I call real businesses to annoy my online friends, to the online world of business, to internet marketing, internet business, just doing business in a digital world versus strictly in the physical world, right? We've got the physical world where our brick and mortar businesses, our restaurants, our bars, our stores, our retail outlets, our insurance agencies, and any other type business you can imagine where they physically live versus having a digital presence or being a digital business. 2020, the coronavirus, as much as we want to complain about it, did incredible things for a whole lot of industries, destroyed some, but also created or put others that were on a slower trajectory on a rocket ship trajectory, and have really made industries that were, think about face masks. Did you ever think of buying a face mask before 2020? Now there are literally thousands, if not, well, literally thousands of people manufacturing, creating, and selling face masks. I was at Target the other day to pick up my prescription with my daughter, and on the end cap as you're leaving, there's literally, I don't know, 200 or 300 different face masks, for just $5 each. Now, don't even get me started on the topic of face masks and whether they're efficient or effective or not. The efficacy of them is quite humorous, although it does provide a sense of security for other people when you're out and about and around them. Although I find them, I said I wasn't going to talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. So today our idiom was, if you can't beat them, join them. And I guess that's a perfect example of, if you can't beat them, join them. Could I go off and could I really rally against face masks? Because I know I made them. My job in college, I worked for Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing, which is known as 3M here in the Twin Cities area, for 3 summers as, not really as an intern, as an employee for those 3 summers in between my college years, making, guess what? N95 and other industrial face masks. And so I know exactly how they're put together. I know exactly how they work. I know exactly how effective they are or are not, and for what. So I made a lot of different styles of face masks and gas masks when I worked for that division. And so, when I see and hear all of the nonsense and all the misinformation that we're being fed about face masks, I just want to say, yeah, I'm not going to wear one. Well, I don't go very many places, but when I go, guess what? I wear my little silly face masks because I'm actually kind of having fun with them now. I'm going to buy some more fun ones, or maybe I'll make some fun ones. No, I can't see well enough to make any. I take that back. But I will get some different fun ones because I think if you're going to do it and if you're going to conform and have to do something, you might as well make a statement with it and have fun. I'm pretty much over the little blue over your face, the disposable ones. I'm just tired of those. They don't represent who I am, a little blue conformist. So our idiom today was, of course, for supersize your business. If you can't beat them, join them. And with respect to some things, yeah, we're absolutely positively going to do that. But with respect to other things, I say, heck no, hell no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to conform just because we don't feel like we're winning. Guess what? If we conform to everything because it got hard or challenging, or we weren't 100% positive we'd win, we would never do anything. We wouldn't even get out of bed because we'd be like, well, I might stub my toe today, so if I get out of bed, I might stub my toe, so I'm not even going to get out of bed. Who wants to live their life that way? Not me, for one. So talking about, that led to the whole topic as I was researching yesterday, false dilemmas. And I have never studied false dilemmas. I mean, not since college. I didn't even think about arguments and different types of arguments and things. But this is a perfect example of a false dilemma. If you can't beat them, then your only other choice, you can keep trying to beat your head against a wall and get your way, or you can just join them. You can just join those that are bullying you or oppressing you or behaving in ways that you don't necessarily agree with. And that's a false dilemma in that it gives us an either or option, and it makes one option feel more painful and more uncomfortable than the other, leaving us the feeling that we only actually have one option. Do we ever only have one option or one choice or one thing to do in any situation? No. The answer is no. If you think that you do, then you're lying to yourself, or you're being manipulated by someone who's presenting maybe more than just the either or and a bunch of different false dilemmas. How do I know? Because I've been in those situations. I've been in situations where I've been led to believe that it's this or that. It's stay married or get divorced and ruin your life. And the devil is better than the unknown. Absolute positive poppycock. And when people tell you that, they are manipulating you. So I learned a lot yesterday. It was really fun. That's why I do the idioms every day. It's because it leads me down a trail of some lesson that I need to learn on any given day. So it seems like they're kind of randomly selected, and they sort of are. Right now I'm doing about 100 or so proverbs in a row, days of proverbs. Now, a couple of them I've already done in covering different idioms. There's 25,000 different idioms in the English language alone. So that means there's hundreds of thousands of them worldwide that may or may not have been translated into English. I'm not getting into the foreign language ones. I'm going to tell you that right now. I have enough trouble with just the English ones and meaning and saying, how does this tie to business? Well, if you feel that you can't beat them, so you join them, you're going to create a business that's just another Me Too business. And chances are you're not going to be very successful. Now, maybe what if you can't beat them, join them means to you is that if I can't beat them, if I can't create the business I want in this industry, then I'm just going to quit and I'm going to get a job at the winner, the number one business in your particular desired industry. Excuse me, I'm having a definite cloggy throat day. Let's grab some water, see if that helps. I think I'm stirring up too much dust and debris as I work on a project I'm doing. I'm working on a basement project where I'm going through not all, because I've still got a storage unit, but all the boxes I have at home of stuff that moved with me in my move last year that has been sitting in boxes for a year and I haven't gotten to. So that kind of is an indicator to me of how important it is. The same is true of my storage unit. My storage unit I've had and I swore I would never ever in my life get a storage unit. And then of course, whenever we say we're not going to do something, circumstances change and something happens in our life that we do exactly that thing. So I say, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish not for, because usually it's the things we're not wanting that come to us faster than the things we're wanting. I don't know why it works that way. Probably because we give more energy and more thought to those things. So if you can't beat them, join them. I'd love to know your experience with that expression, that idiom, and how you roll with that or not. Now, I have to admit that there's been a lot of situations where I chose my battles and I just went along with it. Masks are a prime example of that. Being at home, not going out, not doing the things that we're used to doing through COVID-19. I've gone along with all those things I've done. I haven't broken any guidelines. I mean, maybe walking outside in nature, if that's, it's not against, I don't think, our state, but it is some. If they're giving tickets for, what is that, wakeboarding or windsurfing around the water on the ocean because you don't have a face mask on, that's just plain lunacy, and I'll call that out all day long. So I have lots of stories about this particular idiom when I have both conformed and gone along with the program, like in corporate America, to keep my job and feed my children, because that's what I thought my only choice was. Either go along, work here and do this, or guess what? There's a lot more choices, right? Find another job. I've done that before too. I'm like left an organization to find another job because I didn't believe that their core values and my core values were a match. And if you're working in an environment that is bad for you, or an industry that feels bad to you, you need to make a change. You need to find a different one. How do I know? Because the stress of being in something that's bad and feels bad to you can actually kill you, literally and figuratively. It can destroy your energy, your passion, your desire to do anything, as well as the stress of it can actually create diseases in your life, like sudden cardiac arrests, things you've never even heard of. So I say, pay attention to your environment. Pay attention especially to how you feel about things. Our 365-day challenge this year is to do one thing every day that centers you. Today was about your Innisfree. Now this was I need my magnifying glass. This was a William Butler Yeats poem that talks about our Innisfree, which I believe is probably our inner state of being, our environment. and the environment that we want to create around us, and reminding us that we have the absolute power to create that environment. It's up to us to create that environment, which is part of what I'm doing personally right now by going through all the stuff that I brought with me into my new situation, my new life, and saying, is this making me feel better or worse, lighter or heavier? It's making me feel heavier because it's a lot of stuff. Guess what? It's going to Goodwill, it's going to charity, it's going to wherever, but it's gonna bless someone else's life and leave mine with gratitude and thanks that it was a part of my life, but I just can release it and don't need it anymore. Wow, I'm getting a little woo-woo today. Working on very, very slowly the Get Up and Go Challenge, which is starting on Monday. It's Monday already, February. We're already through a whole month of 2021. Crazy. February 1st, Get Up and Go Challenge, Get Up and Go Challenge page, Get Up and Go Challenge group, Facebook. I set up a group in LinkedIn, and we'll just see how cumbersome it's going to be to share it there as well as Facebook. You know, sometimes it's just a copy and paste, and I should probably get an assistant or somebody that wants to help me do that. But since it's already Saturday and I didn't think about it until I think yesterday, I set up the group, maybe the day before. But I'm not sure how cumbersome it'll be to do both places. And I'd rather actually formalize and put it on. I'm going to hire someone to do that, to put it on a ClickFunnels members area so that the information's accessible and we can reach more people with it. But I'm not even going to pretend I can do that now with my challenges. So I'll find somebody to do that. But for right now, it's all available in units on the Facebook page, group page, and then the Facebook page has got, you know, all kinds of other stuff on it as well. But the group is where you can go and search and find things in order and in units. We did 5 Get Up and Go challenges last year that were over 30 days or more. And in between time, I did a couple of big things. No Nonsense November was just a lesson every day of stuff that I've learned throughout my life, that most of it, I'd say almost all those lessons I learned the hard way. And so if you want a shortcut to figure out how to deal with certain challenges or situations or life lessons and not have to beat your head against the wall or figure it out yourself by making mistakes, I'd say go listen to some of those. They're all 10 minutes or less, or mostly 10 minutes or less. Might be a couple that went over depending on the topic. Sometimes like this, I just ramble and I go off on tangents. So that's it. That is what I've got going. Big project, big personal home project. Get Up and Go Challenge. Get Up and Go Challenge starting on Monday, 30 plus days. It's right now, I think I scheduled it as a 28 day, but you know I'm going to go over and do 30 days. And then that's it. That's all I've got for now. If I can help you in any way, hit me up, ask in the comments below, or direct message me. Otherwise, I'll do it tomorrow. Bye. Take care.